At this point, it is my great pleasure to introduce our first member of Congress, the Honorable Congresswoman Judy Chu, a member of the Democratic Party serving as the representative for California's 27th congressional district since 2013. A member of the House Ways and Means Subcommittee on Oversight, Congresswoman Judy Chu has been a great friend to our community and a strong voice for human rights and democracy in Iran. We are honored to have her join us today. We will watch a short clip and then we will hear from her.
Hello, I'm Congressmember Judy Chu, and I'm so happy to be joining the California Women's Society for Democracy in Iran for your virtual forum commemorating the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women. Every year, we use this day to call attention to the ongoing violence that women around the world continue to be subjected to. From violence at the hands of a partner to state-sponsored abuse like permitting female genital mutilation and child marriage, it's shocking how much oppression of women is still permitted today. Violence against women is keeping half the population from reaching their full potential. This is not only harmful to women and their families, it also holds back whole economies and countries. And conditions have only become more difficult for women during this coronavirus pandemic. As hospitals and health systems have been overwhelmed, other essential services like domestic violence shelters and hotlines have been stretched thin. That is why I'm proud to be an original co-sponsor of House Resolution 1147, which expresses the importance of taking a feminist approach to all aspects of foreign policy. If we are going to dismantle patriarchal structures that permit women to be treated as second-class citizens or worse, we must make it a priority in our foreign policy work, including our humanitarian aid, trade, diplomacy, and more. This resolution calls for a foreign policy that prioritizes peace and gender equality, protects the rights of all, and provides resources to tear down unequal power structures. This approach is particularly important in dealing with repressive regimes like the one in Iran, which uses misogyny as a tool to keep women from reaching their potential. Iran's mullahs continue to imprison women who dare to speak up for women's rights, and as we saw this summer, they still treat so-called honor killings as something less than the murder it is. But I am encouraged because I know that the mullahs do not reflect the incredible Iranian people. We saw that in an unforgettable way in 2018 when Iranian women began standing up in public and on street corners to remove their headscarves and speak up for their rights. That courageous activism helped lead into the widespread protests we saw across Iran last year. That is why the U.S. must always condemn the cold repression of the mullahs and support the peaceful and democratic aspirations within Iran. That is why I am grateful for the work that you are doing. The Iranian people deserve to be free from the harsh and violent rule of Iran's mullahs, and the world deserves to feel safe from Iranian support for terror and violence. Thank you for all your important work to promote human rights and a more free Iran.